Guys, today I am sharing all of the products that I used up and purchased this month, and it's not crazy bad. I don't have a ton of things, but I did spend a good bit of money on the Sephora sale, and this was my anniversary present, so it doesn't count that it came from my personal money. But we will start with the empties. I have an entire bag full, and I had to like go back and double check my last video to see if I repeated anything. I don't think I did, but I will cut it out when I'm editing if I realize I doubled up on something. But I think that last update there were several products that I was so close to finishing, so that might be why I have so much. I finished 2 face primers. The Too Faced Prime and Peachy Cooling Matte Skin Perfecting Primer. I had cut this open and scooped into it to get everything out. This is an amazing matte primer that works well with all of my skincare, with any foundation. It does really help to keep me matte. I'm so sad this is not available anymore. The new Benefit Matte Primer is probably the closest thing that I've seen to this. If it was available, I would buy it again. Then we have a little mini of the Fenty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. This is a 1/2 ounce size. This didn't do anything for me. Would not buy it. If I get any more, I'll pass them on. Finish one concealer, my Live Tinted Hue Skin Serum Concealer in number 20. They do now have one shade lighter that I think would be a better match for me. This gave a really nice medium coverage. It is a bit more of like a thicker, slightly tacky concealer, which is not my preference. I prefer the Tower 28 that's more of that like smooth serum concealer. And this does have that brush tip applicator, and the brush did start to shed. But it was mostly I would notice a piece and pull at it because I'm a picker, and then more pieces would come out. But it was very rare that I actually got some on my face, luckily. But they did update the packaging to be a doe foot applicator, and they have added a few more shades. So it depends on your preference for consistency for concealer, but I do think it had a really nice coverage level, just not the consistency for me. I finished 6 powders. First 2 are some little deluxe size samples I mixed together and used to set my face. The Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Powder and the Ultra Blur. I like the consistency of the Ultra Blur, but it gives a little bit of shimmer to the skin that I don't like, so I wanted to dilute it. And these actually don't have the same amount of product, surprisingly. The original has 2 grams and the Ultra Blur has 1.5 grams, but I got through that super quickly, even mixed together, because I was using them on my whole face. Then I do have a Dermablend Translucent Loose Powder. I had one of these last time as well, so that feels like I had to have gone through it really quickly. So this might be a double up, but I don't think so. I think I'll have to check 2 months back to see if there was one in there, and then it would have been a double up, because I have like a bigger empties bag that is stuff that I need to like take a picture of and review, and there were 2 of these in there. So I think that this is right, but that one could be wrong. Then I got through this very quickly. This is a Project Pan spoiler. The Milk Makeup Pore Eclipse Translucent Loose Powder in Translucent Light. I did pop the stopper, but this has a really nice sifter and locking mechanism in here. This just does not come with much product. So my Dermablend comes with 28 grams or 1 ounce, and this comes with 7.65 grams. You get less than a third of this in here. I'm not good at math, but 3 of these can fill this up and there would still be a little bit of room. So that is very disappointing. I like the formula of this. It is a nice smoothing mattifying powder, but I went through it just way too quickly, so wouldn't repurchase for that reason. And then I have these 2 pressed powders I've been working on for a while. This one all year, this one not as long. This is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh powder in Fair 1. I was using this to set my whole face. I'm not a pressed powder person, so I would not repurchase, but I do think this is wonderful, and I think that this is great for all skin types, and it will set the skin, give a little bit of color, but this is not a powder foundation. I know when it first came out, people were disappointed by the coverage, but it was not ever marketed, as far as I'm concerned. It's definitely not labeled as a powder foundation, but I do think that's a very nice pressed powder. But like I said, I'm a loose powder person besides my Rimmel Stay Matte mattifying powder. And then I had the Too Faced Born This Way powder foundation in Snow. I use this all year to set my eyeshadow primer, to clean up under my cheeks, and when I had just a little bit left of both these, I mixed them together and used them on my face. And I do think this is a really lovely powder foundation. I'm not a powder foundation girl. I picked this up when it was super discounted, and powder foundation had its moment at the beginning of COVID, and I just realized it's not for me. Two more Project Pan spoilers. Finally finished my mini Rare Beauty liquid luminizer in Magnetize. I think this may have been a limited edition shade, a beautiful light champagne gold. I do think this is a really nice formula, and I love that they sell the minis. This, I think, blends out really easily. I don't think I would buy it though, because this is something I use underneath of my foundation, and while it does show through, I wear so much face powder that it doesn't make enough of a difference for me, and it would be kind of a silly purchase, but it was really fun to pan. Finally finished my Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Matte Setting Spray. I know that there is that white powder in here because I've seen it, but I don't think that this is more mattifying than the original, so I'm just going to stick with the original. But I do think that this is a nice setting spray, and I really love the mister and how much product comes out. A couple of eye products. I finished a Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade 2. This is my Holy Grail brow pencil because I have a lot missing up here and I need to draw it on. I did not buy this during 21 Days of Beauty because I have so many other miscellaneous brow pencils that I want to use up, and then I will buy it next year, but I think I should be set for now. But it is phenomenal. This is something I've been working on all year as well, and this has finally used up my Sephora Matte White Eyeshadow in Let It Snow, which I used to set the primer under my brow bone. But this is a bit more of a sheer white, which I actually did not like at first, but now I realize a little bit more subtle is better, so it doesn't look so stark but is brightening enough. Then I have a couple of lip products. This is a huge Project Pan update from my year-long project. I did not know if I was going to finish it this year. The Believe Aqua Bomb Overnight Lip Mask. I think I've been using this since the very beginning of the year. Either that or the end of last year or a couple months into this year, but it comes with a ton of product. 20 grams or 0.7 ounces. I actually have another one of these. I do think that this is hydrating, but not my favorite lip balm of all time. So once I get through my second one, I probably won't repurchase. I do think they sell this on Flip though, if you'd want to pick it up for a good discount. Then some other lip products. I finished my Dose of Colors lip liner in XOXO. I went through this so quickly. I was so surprised, but I do think that this is a beautiful color. It is a very creamy formula. It did break a couple of times, which is unfortunate that a little bit went to waste, but I won't buy any more of these. I have a ton of lip liners, but I'm so glad that I panned it and it went really quickly. Then I have the Lawless Forget the Filler Gloss in Rosy Outlook. This was a full-size gloss, and it was my first time using a full size of this, and I wanted to see how many uses it took to finish it completely. This is one of my favorite clear glosses because it does help smooth the lines on the lips and makes them look very shiny and juicy. And then I finished my Tower 28 Milky Lip Jelly in Chestnut, which was a limited edition shade, but I do have a backup of it. It has a little bit of shimmer in here, but it is just a beautiful orangey nude, but not too orange. Also, just in case you're curious about the uses, I used the Dose of Colors lip liner 61 times before this. I'll be generous and say I used it 4 more times. So brand new, start to finish, 65 uses max. Then for Tower 28 Chestnut, I got 120 uses out of this, which is fantastic. And I probably used it 5 times before then, so approximately 125 uses. And for the Lawless gloss, this is brand new because I wanted to see how many uses you could get out of these, because I think that the packaging is a little bit deceiving. And I got 67 total uses out of this, so I got double the amount of uses of the Tower 28 than I did the Lawless. So just something to note. So unless I miscounted, that was 17 empties. That's amazing. All right, so now let's get into the purchases, starting with my Sephora VIB sale. I got some samples of the Sol de Janeiro Delicia Drench Body Butter and the Josie Maran Topless Tangerine Body Butter. I had some store credit, but I placed my order online as soon as I woke up. I didn't stay up. I did as soon as I woke up, and luckily everything I wanted was still in stock. I went in store hoping to see the Patrick Ta eyeshadow duos because those did sell out overnight. And I had some store credit, so I told myself if I have my discount, if I have my store credit, it won't be as ridiculous to buy one of them. And they only had the pink duo and then one of like that deeper taupey one. So I didn't want either of those duos, but I was able to swatch them all, which was helpful. And I decided to finally try the One Size Until Dawn Mattifying Waterproof Setting Spray. So after my store credit, I didn't end up paying very much for this. And this is just the regular size. Very excited to try that. I'm going to try to not keep saying that. Oh, I have another sample in here. They were generous. They gave me 3. The YSL Love Shine Candy Glow. I'm excited to see what this formula is all about. I know it's kind of hard to test formulas in packaging like this, but we'll see. So then for the things I actually purchased, the Inky List Mandelic Acid Treatment. I got this to reduce the dark spots on my face from acne. I heard good things about this. It's affordable, so we will see. Very excited for this Makeup by Mario Sculpting Pop on the Go Duo. So this comes in 3 different color varieties. This is the lightest one. The lightest one is the light medium bronzer stick and Sweet Pink Blush, which is one of the new shade additions for this year. I have used it so far and I do like it. Used about half the products here so far. I did repurchase my Sephora Let It Snow eyeshadow, so this hopefully will last me another year. Sephora collection was 30% off. I am Rouge, so I got 20% off. I don't think I'm going to be making it for Rouge next year. I know Sephora usually does a one-time 20% off coupon right before or after Christmas, so I will probably place another order then, but I don't know that it will be enough to make me Rouge, but we'll see. I did decide to get the Huda Beauty Easy Blur Primer. Enjoying it so far. I was able to get the foundation from Skeepers, so I wanted to try this as well. This was something that was kind of a last minute addition, but I'm enjoying it. The Ole Henriksen and Amine Bing, I can't read the signature here. Pout Preserve Peptide Lip Treatment in I Love Me. This has a strawberry scent, but it is like a warm nude shade with a little bit of shimmer. Excited to have this, and I think that because it's a little bit less pigmented, I will use it like just like a purse balm. And I maybe would have liked a different scent, but I do enjoy the strawberry. I'm glad I bought this because this sold out really quickly, and none of my local stores have this. So this is the Lawless Forget the Filler Cinnamon Sugar Lip Duo Set. It is a $48 value, was $33, and you cannot buy either of these products on their own. You can only buy them in the set. So the Forget the Filler Overnight Plumping Lip Mask is in Cinnamon Sugar, which has such a lovely scent. And then you have the lip gloss in Buns. I was able to swatch this in store before the sale when I was out of town. It's a stunning color. I really think I'm going to love this. It does have shimmer, but it's not scary metallic, and it is different than the other shimmery shades that she has. So very glad that I was able to snag that. I did get the Urban Decay Moon Dust Quad. I'm so mad at myself for not buying last year's. I wish it would come back so I would have a chance to snag it, but I wasn't really into toppers, and I still would like your all's opinion on how you use them and how you decide what to layer them with. But very beautiful, and I love this sleek, compact packaging, and this was very affordable compared to Patrick Ta, although I have not checked how much product comes in there. TikTok finally got me. I bought it from Sephora, but you guys saw all the ads for this Rare Beauty Cheek Trio. I really want to try these all together. I haven't done it yet. I was hesitant to pick this up because I was afraid that the highlight and the dark blush would be too dark, which I think they will if they're not mixed. And the lighter blush, I already have that from last year's kit, but I decided to pick this up anyways. I also got the Summer Fridays Mini Neutrals Lip Butter Balm Set. I really was interested in iced coffee, but not enough to get a full size. And I just thought this was a nice variety. So you have vanilla, vanilla beige, iced coffee, and brown sugar. And lastly, I really didn't need this, but I was sucked in, the Laneige Lip Glowy Balm and Lip Sleeping Mask in, oh, what? I'm just realizing right now that this mini is peppermint, not candy cane. And I wish I knew that because I have a full-size peppermint. I thought this was a mini candy cane because maybe I haven't used this yet. Maybe I would want to return this then and get just the candy cane by itself with the 20% off coupon later because I didn't need this to begin with. I'm literally just now noticing that. Okay, so this might go back. I didn't need it to begin with, but now it's really going back. I know that they were essentially the same scent, but it sort of had like a slightly different scent to them, but I have a brand new full-size peppermint. I don't need a mini of that. Okay, so I will update you, but those are all the things I got from the Sephora sale. Okay, now for my other purchases, I just have a few things from Ulta, but first I did want to update you. You guys know I blacked out and bought a bunch of the Tarte Man Eater liquid blushes last month. Well, I ended up just keeping the mauve. So very wasteful. I am mad at myself. I had a lapse and I'm going to try better to be more thoughtful about purchases, but I did end up keeping the mauve. But then for other things that I bought, I was placing an online order for my sister because some of her Eva NYC products were on sale and we had a 20% off coupon. So I decided to get the peach scent of the Naturium Phyto Glow lip balms. These just looked so cute, and this is not available at Target and it's not in store, at least not my store. Normally $9.99, so after the coupon it was $7.99. Next I had a $10 coupon and I was wanting to try one of the RMS bronzers, but as soon as I decided on a shade, I realized that shade was sold out. So I decided to pick up one of the Legendary Serum lipsticks since they added some more nude shades, and this is the color May. I really want to fall in love with this formula though because these are so expensive. This color looks so beautiful and this looks like a really nice matte finish. Normally $35 for lipstick, which is nuts. So $10 off made it $25, which is still pricey, but it looks really cute. The diamond gift from the month was the Klairs Freshly Juiced Vitamin Charging Serum. This is a, well, it's taped. It is a K-beauty brand, so that sounds interesting. And then they did have like an early Black Friday sale, I think. There's still different deals going on, but this purchase was made in the month of October and I can't remember what the discounts were for everything. I want to say that Maybelline was 30% off, and then there was a coupon that I was able to use on top of this to save more money. So this is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder in 5 Fair. I bought this because I like mixing this with my Too Faced powders and I want to try to use them up next year. So this was on sale for $7.69, and then with the coupon I had, I can't even remember what the discount was. It was a total price of $6.54. Then I want to say that certain NYX lip products were 30% off. So these have been on my wish list for a while because the drugstore lipstick day sales were trash. So these are the NYX Fat Oil Lip Drips. So they were on sale for $6.30, and then after the coupon, one was $5.35 and one was $5.36. And these are supposed to be more nude shades that have a bit more opacity. So the more pinky one is Chillin' Like a Villain, and then this warm tone shade is Splash of Cream. Then the last thing I got, I couldn't believe that this was included because this was brand new. This is the Half Magic Glitter Puck. I have the original one, and I want to say the brand was either 20 or 25% off, and then the additional coupon on top of it. So this was $22.40, and then after the coupon, I spent $19.04, and the new shade is Cyber Diamond, so it is more of a silvery color. So this will be really pretty for winter. I hope they continue to release more shades of this. Then for some random things, this was a free gift from a L'Oreal ad, the True Match Lumi Glotion in Medium Glow. So that'll be something I probably use in the summertime. Then from TikTok Shop, M Cosmetics had some of their blushes on sale for half off. These were some newer shades. I think they're limited edition. State of Kate did a post on them and they looked so beautiful on her. And these were 50% off and free shipping, which felt like too good of a deal to pass up. And it was a flash deal, so you know how that goes. You have to be really quick. So, okay, more than half off. They're normally $34 and they were 15 bucks free shipping, which is amazing. And these shades were not on the Flip app at the time I purchased these. Now they are. I do still think I got a better deal because Flip's been trying to play with me recently and give me a lower discount. It's still like 30-35% off, which is great, but you know, I've gotten used to the real good discounts. But this is Elysium and this is Seraph. So beautiful and bright. These are going to be great like spring summer blushes, but what a phenomenal deal. So excited to have these. They're a little bit chunky, but still good. Then I only placed one Flip order, and there were a lot of products that were really discounted, so I had to hold myself back and not go crazy, but I did decide to try out the Belief Problem Solution Toner. So this was $30 on sale for $16.50, which is amazing. And then I get 50% off that. So that means this $30 toner I got for $8.25. I grabbed an e.l.f. Camo color corrector in the peach shade, $4. So that means I spent $2 on it because I needed to add a few more dollars to my cart to get a certain free gift that I'll show you, but I have tried it and it's actually quite good. And the main things that I really wanted would be one of the newer shades of the Anastasia Glow Seeker highlighter. They have their original Sun Idol, and then they came out with this lighter shade Ethereal and a darker one. $38, got 50% off, so I spent $19. And then I decided to get another of the Kosas Blushes Life Blushes, and this is the color Euphoria. Normally $29, so with the 50% off, it was $14.50. And then for my free gifts, the thing I wanted the most was from Do Skin. There's only a couple of Do Skin products on there. This is the Instant Angel Lipid Rich Facial Moisturizer, fragrance free. This was a super spendy product, $45. Let me tell you, it's just okay. And then there were not that many other good free things at the time. I did snag one of the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme Lip Liners. This is the color Post-Op Pink, but it's actually rather peachy. And this had a $24 value. And then the last thing is a product from Surratt, and this is one of their Soufflé eyeshadows in Nuage d'Argent. And I was excited to try this formula because I opted for the other eyeshadow formula when I got these in PR, and this was on sale, so luckily it had the value of the sale price, which means I was able to get more. So this is normally $48 and it was in the free store for $18.48 and then was free. So phenomenal. So it says that my total before the discounts was $87.50, and then after the discounts was $46.38. Then I had $39.86 worth of earnings that I believe that I cashed in there. I don't think I cashed them all in because you can only get a maximum of a 90% discount, but still phenomenal. So again, if you're interested in signing up for Flip, please let me know. Just DM me on Instagram. I just have to get your phone number if you're comfortable with that to send you a text to sign up, and you do need to download the app through the link that I sent you. Unfortunately, I just found that out recently that like you can't download the app and then try to like put in my information. It doesn't let you do it like that. But so many good deals here, and I feel really good that I have so many empties and a reasonable amount of purchases. But I would love to hear your thoughts on everything and let me know what you want to hear my thoughts on. I want to thank y'all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.